I think it's about opportunities. They have seen that government has reformed and transformed the industry, and companies have responded with, with putting their dollars where they see opportunity. And I think that's just the honest truth about where we see Angola Oil and Gas right now and where we see Angola right now, because it's been able over five editions to drive Angola and make Angola's case and put Angola's story. So Angola Oil and Gas has become the home for Angola's energy investment, and companies are responding to that. I've been there from day one. I've seen it go from strength to strength. This is one of the best editions I have seen of Angola Oil and Gas. I think the opening was stunning. The president's speech was amazing. The minister's engagement, but also the companies and how they engage and interact with one another. B2B, local companies signing partnerships with international companies, but also local companies signing partnerships among themselves, engagements with young people on the future of the industry in this country, and women participating in big, massive numbers. I think that's something that is really impressive that we continue to see with this conference, but also it tells us a lot about where the country is going. I think because it's an amazing opportunity to rally industry and government to really work on this on energy poverty. We can't continue to talk about oil and gas that just serves the few, but not the entire African continent. It's not acceptable that we still have 600 million without access to electricity in our continent. In Angola, the energy poverty numbers are really high. We have to push industry and government to work towards finding solutions. This is not just an energy issue, it's a sustainable development issue. And when we deal with our energy security issues, not just in Angola, but across Africa, then we're creating a pathway to industrialization. We're also creating a pathway to good health and a better environment. What you can learn is that when you reform your government, when you embrace free markets, when you look at limited governments, when you look at fiscals, when you look at about being competitive, because we're not competing between Angola and Mozambique for investment dollars, we're competing with Guyana, we're competing with Suriname, we're competing with Qatar. When you do the right things and create stability, fight against resource nationalism, then the dollars respond by coming in, and the industry and investors will bet in bigly on that country. You've seen a public sector that has become more agile, that is moving, and is really trying to get deals done and really reforming itself. When we do that in Africa, money comes in, things move. And Angola is like what I said yesterday, if Angola was a company, it would be a case study at Harvard Business School on how you can transform and still get results. I think a lot of Africa can learn from this amazing story of transformation that you've seen here, and you've seen the payoffs. I think everything is vital. You just need to do more drill, baby, drill in Angola, and that's it. But even bigger than that, we have to really expand by looking at urea, ammonia, NPK, fertilizer plants. So maybe moving and capturing some of the gas that's being flared, transform it into LPG, and deal with clean cooking issues. But if we do petrochemicals, then you know what? We're really trying to feed not just Angolans, but the sub-region, because it's a big market for fertilizers, and it's a big market for agricultural products that can come right out of this country to really serve the African continent and the people that live here, because it's really important that we produce most of the food, most of the wheat that we need, and other food products to serve our people. I don't think it's right that a country like Ukraine has to be supplying us with food that is at war. We can be able to do that right here in Angola and feed the surrounding nations around. And why not even feed the world? It's possible, but you can use the byproduct from natural gas to really do that. And we can do that while industrializing and creating more jobs and even multiply jobs and expanding the tax base, because small businesses get to work and they're going to be drivers of the economy and get more people working in this country, and that would lead to a healthy and more prosperous Angola. I think the industry is excited. The industry is optimistic, and I think that is really what is important at this moment. I also think the industry is also cautious because they want to see more reforms that are coming. They don't want government to feel that it has reached the top and so it stopped. There's got to be that continuous engagement, continuous interactions, and continuous push to see that we capitalize on the gains that have been made and continue pushing. And the minute we rest on our laurels, then it stops. We go back. So we need to continue pushing. I think industry is going to respond bigly as it's already doing right now. You've seen the largest number of independents coming into Angola. Independents that never showed up here. Every independent operating in Africa is now knocking the doors of ANPG, Sonagol, the ministry, and saying, we want in. Before it was like, let my people go. Now it's like a reverse Moses, let my people in. That's what is happening in Angola right now. We have no option. We are all in. So we're going to support this conference more and more. But most importantly, we're going to support Angola because Angola is the priority. It's Angola first. Angola first. So count the chamber in. It's a 100%. We would be the last man standing like a junkyard dog in the face of a hurricane. We are going to stay with this country because we think it is the right thing to do.